On the field, the players are now practicing. How about the second sentence? Here, with pictures, we have represented the stands and Taro and Midori and the players' practice. What does it mean?
スタンドでは太郎さんとみどりさんが選手の練習を見ています。スタンドでは太郎さんとみどりさんが選手の練習を見ています。
Can you guess the meaning? This second sentence means in the stands, Taro and Midori are watching the players practice. I think you've grasped the main point by now. Both these sentences deal with something that is happening now. And except for the word ima, both of them have exactly the same structure, don't they? In the first sentence, you heard the te form of the verb for do.
しています。しています。
And in the second sentence, you heard the te form of the verb meaning see.
見ています。見ています。
And so when you want to say that someone is doing something now, the basic parts you'd need are the te form of the verb plus imas. Well, let's go back to the skit and watch the part of it that contains these two sentences once more.
グラウンドでは今、選手が練習をしています。スタンドでは太郎さんとみどりさんが選手の練習を見ています。
Were you able to understand a little better what they were saying this time? Then I'd like to say a word about the part that tells the place, marked here by dewa. In Japanese, the explanation of the place where an action is performed is usually indicated by de. Here, however, what is happening on the field is being contrasted with what is happening in the stands. This contrast has been indicated by adding wa after de, giving dewa. Now, let's use the bottom two rows of this panel to practice saying that someone is doing something. All of these sentences will be on the pattern teimasu. First of all, let's describe this situation. In Japanese, the word for television is terebi.
Terebiを見ています。テレビを見ています。
Were you able to say miteimasu right away? Then let's try the next one. Whoever this is, he's reading a newspaper, isn't he? Try explaining that in Japanese.
新聞を読んでいます。新聞を読んでいます。
The word for newspaper is shimbun. Did you remember that? Now, try the next one. Someone is cleaning. How do you say that in Japanese?
掃除をしています。掃除をしています。
To clean is soji o suru in Japanese, remember? This phrase changes form exactly like renshu o suru. So to express the idea that someone is cleaning, all you have to do is change the verb suru to its te form, shite, and add imasu. Soji o shite imasu. Now, let's add the idea of who is doing something. It's easy. Just insert a person's name plus nga in front of the sentences that you have been making so far. Let's go on practicing using this expanded pattern. Here's the first sentence that we'd like you to make. Kaiho-san is watching TV, isn't he? Try saying, Kaiho-san is watching television in Japanese.
海宝さんがテレビを見ています。海宝さんがテレビを見ています。
That wasn't too hard, was it? Let's try the next one. Here, Mine-san is reading the newspaper. How do you say that in Japanese?
ミネさんが新聞を読んでいます。ミネさんが新聞を読んでいます。
And finally, try explaining what is happening here. Can you say in Japanese that Sugihara-san is cleaning?
杉原さんが掃除をしています。杉原さんが掃除をしています。
That's how to say in Japanese that a person is doing something. Now, let's take a look at a section of Tokyo called Harajuku and see what's going on there. Mine-san will supply the narration, and you'll find that he uses nga teimasu in every sentence. This is Harajuku. As you can see, on Sundays and on holidays like this one, it's literally overflowing with teenagers.
若い人たちがダンスをしています。若い人たちがダンスをしています。
Young people are dancing.
男の人が写真を撮っています。男の人が写真を撮っています。
A man is taking pictures.
子供が遊んでいます。子供が遊んでいます。
A child is playing.
鳥が鳴いています。鳥が鳴いています。
Birds are singing.
電車が走っています。電車が走っています。
A train is running. There were various scenes described there, but what was important was for you to get used to the pattern nga teimasu. Now, Sugihara-san will help us do a quick analysis of the first new sentence that we took up earlier today. How is it similar to the sentences that Mine-san just used?
選手が練習をしています。選手が練習をしています。
Now, let's watch this part of the skit once more.
ここは野球場です。グラウンドでは今、選手が練習をしています。スタンドでは太郎さんとみどりさんが選手の練習を見ています。
遅いなあ、ヤンさん。
そうね。
ヤンさんはまだ仕事をしています。ヤンさんはまだ仕事をしています。
The first sentence described the scene at the baseball park, and it contained the particle nga. Let's compare it with a different sentence from the skit.
Yan さんは 仕事をしています。